Welcome back to Fig and Farm at Home, friends. I am so glad you're here. Hey, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Danny Watson. I am the host of the Fig and Farm at Home podcast, and today I'm doing something a little new. Now, if you're listening to me on the podcast, you know that I am just sounding the same, maybe with a little bit different sound quality, because I'm recording just a little bit different. But if you happen to be watching this video, you're going to know that I am doing this live in person over Zoom, and I'm going to be broadcasting this within my YouTube channel. Now, if you're like my kids and you think, what, she has a YouTube channel? Don't get too excited. Don't get too excited. Yes, my podcasts go there, but I'm trying something just a little bit new so that I can connect with all of you. Because what I want you to know is that I am a real mama with a real home, real budget, and real messy kids, probably just like you. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? I can't wait to dive into today's episode, all about the very first thing you need to do in order to understand your design style, in order to create a home that you absolutely love. It's just what I said, understanding your design style. And we're going to do it with a little thing called Pinterest. Now, here's the deal, mama. Here's the deal. I know that if I walked into your Pinterest board, I would probably see, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, hundreds maybe. I have no idea how inspirational you like to be, but I would bet that I would see a lot of pin boards or a lot of boards, a lot of pins with a whole heck of a lot of inspiration, and you might not have done anything yet to act on that inspiration. And so today, I'm going to teach you how, because this is the number one thing that you can do in order to transform your home into that home that you can't wait to come home to. This is the number one thing that you can do to learn how to take your inspiration and put it into practice in your own home. And it all starts with learning. So if you are watching your kids at the pool, reading a book, if you are waiting for them in the pickup line at school because school has already started, wherever you are, I do want you to be mindful of these things. And I want you to get out a notebook and a pen because we're going to dive right in. Are you ready? We grew up with the phrase, home is where the heart is, but our culture has shifted and now the message is, home should be Pinterest perfect. I'm calling BS on that message. Home, it's not about the stuff, it's about the story. And whether you know it or not, your home is a reflection of you and is already saying something. So what is it that you want it to say? Hey, I'm Danny, a former first grade teacher turned home decorator. Going from a dual income to a single income so I could stay home with my babies meant budget, like ramen eating, Goodwill shopping budget. And I learned a few things along the way, like how to bring big style to your home without breaking the bank. And I'm sharing it all with you. Tips, tricks, decor, and design advice so you can learn to tell your story with your style, where you can start living free from the Pinterest perfect trap and start living a life of intention. Welcome to Fig and Farm at Home, where we design happy living and where it doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Okay, here's the first thing. Number one thing is it is absolutely okay and encouraged to use Pinterest as inspiration. But I know if you are anything like me, Pinterest can be a rabbit hole. I know that I can go on Pinterest to look for a chicken recipe for dinner and I can end up ordering cat toys for my cats because it has taken me down a rabbit hole and I am nowhere in the same realm where I started. I know that that happens when we're looking at beautiful pictures. I know it happens all the time. And I know too that sometimes we can feel really bad about ourselves when we end up looking at these things and comparing those beautiful pictures with our home and the reality of our home. Now, simple, quick side tip that you need to know. Those homes that you see on Pinterest, those homes you see on Instagram, those homes that you see in all the pretty pictures and all the pretty places, those homes are not reality. Sure, someone might live there. Sure, someone might have cleaned up in order to make it happen. But I bet you there is all kinds of junk behind the camera, scooted out of the way where you can't see. And if you look very closely, you will notice that some of these pictures are showing, the items within the pictures are showing up within a photo shoot. And you'll see some of those items scooted and used in different locations throughout the home. And that is an indication that this is just not, it's not reality. It is a completely staged space. So please use that as your litmus test to know that your home doesn't need to look like theirs. It just doesn't. We are working with what we have. We are working with the budgets we have, the homes that we have. And sometimes that means really ugly laminate flooring and oak cabinets. And that is going to be okay. It's okay. All right, so here's what I want you to do. Yes, use Pinterest as inspiration. We are absolutely going to, but I want you to put a limit on it. So if you already have 100 pins, you don't get to use it anymore. Nope, I am cutting you off. No more pins. You're going to use what you have. You're just going to be really selective about what it is you have. Now, if you don't have pins, you're going to pin some. But here's what I want you to think about. I want you to stay with about 4 pins per room. We're going to be really room specific. So I want you to think about which room you want to dream about. It is okay to dream when you're on Pinterest. Are you dreaming about redoing your master bathroom, your bedroom, your dining room, your living room? Where is it? But pick that one room and stay there. Stay there, and I want you to pick 4 rooms that you can't stop thinking about. Like if you turned off Pinterest, that image would still be in your head. Like you like that image so much that you kind of wish that you could hop through the screen, off of your chair, into the other space, and you could hang out in that room for just a little while. Now listen, I get it. Sometimes we want to do that with like 25 pictures. You can't do that. You only get 4, okay? Only 4. And I want you to choose the 4 that you are most drawn to, that you wish that you could hang out for an hour, no interruption, and you would just be. Pick 4 and eliminate the rest. Hide them, put them in a different board, get them out of your way so they're not a distraction. And then here's what I want you to think about. Okay, you have my permission to be a lurker. Yep, you do. Within these 4 boards, within these 4 pins, you get to lurk all you want. You get to hang out and be casual and look at all the details and zoom in and scroll out and all the things, because I want you to be a student of that picture. I want you to be a peeping Tom of that picture. I want you to really take it in, soak it in, and I want you to not just think, oh, this is beautiful, oh, this is lovely, oh, this is wonderful. I want you to start noticing and writing down. This is where your notebook comes in handy, and writing down the things that you are noticing that you absolutely love. Now, you can do this on Pinterest. You absolutely can. There's a notes feature, and you can write down the things that you love that have caught your attention, and also the things that you don't love, because chances are there's going to be something within that picture that you're like, I'm not really a fan of the spindly legs, or I'm not really a fan of the brad nail heads on the couch trim. Now listen, if you don't notice those things, you're not lurking enough. You need to lurk like it is your job. You need to lurk like you have nothing better to do in your day for the next week, okay? I want you to get your nose in there, and I want you to take a peek, because what I want you to do is pay attention to all of the fine, fine, fine details. The colors, the textures, the weaves, the metals, the wood tones. I want you to pay attention to all of it, and you are writing it down. You're writing down what it is that you loved about picture number 1, picture 2, picture 3, picture 4. And then you're taking those things like, oh, I liked the couch. Oh, I liked the bedspread. Oh, I liked the velvet chair. You're taking it another level, and you're saying, what did you like about these things? What did you like about the couch? What did you like about the bedspread? What did you like about the velvet chair? You're taking a general object and you are breaking it down into fine, fine, fine details. That is the point of Pinterest. Not just to collect for overwhelm, not just to collect for that someday, because here's the thing, friend. Here's the thing. Here's the reality. I know that we save for that someday. We save things, ideas that we see for someday. I can think of my Instagram feed and that little save button that looks like a flag. If you don't know what that is, go check it out if you're on Instagram. But that little thing that says, oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to stop scrolling. I'm going to press save, and I'm going to get to it someday. I don't know about you, but that someday has come and gone and it is not happening. And all of those workouts that I've saved, all of those recipes I've saved, all of those cute little outfits I've saved, haircuts, whatever, those things are not turning into reality. And the same thing is happening on Pinterest. So we are not just saving for saving's sake anymore. We are not doing that. All right. The next thing I want you to do is I want you to, with your now notebook full, because you're not just taking one piece of paper, you have those 4 room ideas, you have those big design elements, you're breaking it down into teeny tiny little design elements that you are lurking over. Now I want you to look between those 4 rooms, those 4 pictures, and I want you to see if you notice any commonalities. Did you notice the metals were the same in pictures 1, 2, and 3? Did you notice that the textures of the fabrics were the same in pictures 4, 2, and 1? Did you notice that you liked the same wood tones in all of them? Start highlighting, circling, squaring, starring, whatever you want to do to make sure that you know what those commonalities are. And friend, here's the secret. Are you ready? Those things, those minutia, those detail are the makings of your aesthetic. It is those are the things that can make you have a home that has a farmhouse style table and a mid-century modern couch, and it can work seamlessly together. Those details right there, not the big picture details, not the, oh, that's cute, not the, oh, that's nice, not the, oh, that's really generic, but the teeny tiny details. Design, friend, is in the details. It is. And those things are the making of your design aesthetic, and that is the thing that's going to help you make confident choices, is going to help you make confident decisions, get out of overwhelm, get out of frustration, and start creating a home that you not just like looking at, but you feel comfortable inviting friends over to. Because I've had a home like that, and I know how it feels, and it doesn't feel good when you open up that front door and you are embarrassed about what it is those people are seeing on the inside. You need to have a home that you absolutely love coming home to at the end of the day, that acts more like a hug than a poke, that you feel comfortable enough in your own skin, in your own environment, that it is a respite at the end of the day. All right, friend, if you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll tell me about it, because it's something new, something I'm trying, something that I'm trying to do in order to connect a little bit more with you and hear from you. I would love to hear from you. So here's what I want you to do, friend. If you have not left a review for the podcast, can you do that? I have spent, I don't know how many episodes, 270 episodes, giving you tips and tricks and ideas for how you can create a home that you absolutely love. And I would love it if you would tell me how you love the podcast, how it has impacted you, how it has helped you grow in confidence, grow and change and make decisions that you feel proud of, so that when you share your review, others will hear, others will find the show, and they can be inspired. Not just inspired, but they can take action too. All right, friend, until next time, I'll see you soon. Hey, real quick before you go, if you learned something new or found value in today's podcast, would you head over to iTunes to Fig and Farm at Home and leave a review and subscribe to the show? That would be awesome. And if you'd like to connect with my community of mamas who are learning to be intentional storytellers within their own homes, join us at bit.ly/design101 group. There's always more room at the table. See you soon.